Yeah, but the
And
woman
we're talking there.
claims that
Okay.
that she met Diddy and AaronHall, and they went back to AaronHall's apartment, and she was assaulted by both of them, essentially.
Diddy and Aaron are in serious legal trouble. Both just got hit with sexual offense charges. You heard that right. Those infamous parties, it turns out they were hiding some sick illegal activities. To make it worse, AaronHall's been making some wild confessions. Yes, that's true. All those Diddy parties that were filled with some shady business and under the dark are coming one by one into the spotlight, and they are disturbing as hell. To further escalate the matter, in a recent interview, actor and martial artist Michael Jai White dropped bombshell allegations about Diddy's inner circle, and AaronHall's name came up in startling ways.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The AaronHall video?
I lost my whole cool when you said AaronHall because I know too much.
Oh, he wanted this whole thing.
He further made a comment about Diddy's parties. White claimed that Diddy's parties had a sinister underbelly, alleging that certain artists, including AaronHall, were enforcers who helped facilitate questionable activities. There were guys who made sure people stayed in line, White said. Aaron was deep in that world.
It just is what it is.
There was a lot.
There still is a lot of that. I mean, listen,
no,
I've
there
had
was a lot
situations
more
where
of that.
multiple people
Yeah.
have had sex with females, and they're all down with it. Sometimes there's multiple females and whatever.
Most shockingly, White suggested Hall may have played a role in introducing women to Diddy's circle under dubious circumstances. Certain artists had a job, and that job wasn't just making music, White cryptically stated.
Yeah, there's some people out there that was doing their thing, and now all of a sudden they could be like, oh, he forced me to do this, when that was like par for the course at one time.
Not just that, what's more shocking is how ignorant Hall seemed to how terrible these statements sound today. He delivered these lines with a smirk and swagger, clearly believing he was impressing people with tales of his reckless youth. How daring! And how many women suffered because these men weren't thinking about consequences. Social media has erupted with outrage and said, this wasn't an interview, it was a confession he didn't realize he was making. This all started when a shocking new lawsuit surfaced, accusing music mogul Sean Diddy Combs and R&B singer AaronHall of planning a disturbing sexual assault on two women in the early 1990s. The suit, filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act, detailed harrowing allegations of coercion, violence, and threats that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. According to the complaint, the accuser, Liza Gardner, and her friend had attended an event at MCA Records offices in either 1990 or 1991, where they encountered Diddy and Hall, then a member of the R&B group Guy. The lawsuit claimed the two men were flirtatious and handsy, plying the women with drinks before convincing them to go to Hall's apartment for an after-party. Once there, Gardner alleged that she was further intoxicated and coerced into having sex with Diddy, leaving her shocked and traumatized. But the horror didn't end there. As she tried to dress and leave, Hall allegedly burst into the room, pinned her down, and assaulted her. The lawsuit further claims that Diddy and Hall then switched and attacked Gardner's friend in the same manner. Days later, the nightmare allegedly escalated when Diddy showed up at the women's residence in a rage, allegedly choking Gardner unconscious while demanding her friend's silence, fearing she would tell the girl he was with at the time. Diddy's legal team heatedly denied the allegations, dismissing them as a last-minute money grab and accusing the accuser of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. Mr. Combs is an easy target for false claims due to his fame and success, his spokesperson stated. Meanwhile, AaronHall has remained silent, leaving the public wondering if he will address these damning accusations, especially given his history of controversial and unfiltered interviews. Last year, AaronHall gave an interview that was supposed to be a nostalgic look back at Bad Boy Records' wildest days. But what sounded like boastful party stories at the time now reads like something far more sinister, especially in light of the shocking new lawsuit accusing him and Diddy of sexual assault. During the 2023 sit-down, Hall spoke with alarming casualness about the wild culture surrounding Diddy's inner circle in the 1990s. His tone suggested he thought these stories made him look like a cool, untouchable playboy, but today, they sound like chilling admissions of a predatory environment. Some of his most jaw-dropping statements were, back then, it was a different time. Women, liquor, music, nobody was thinking about consequences. I mean, what he really meant was, we operated without rules or remorse. We did what we wanted. If you were in the room, you were part of the vibe, which translates to consent wasn't really a concern. But the question is, how is this supposed to sound cool? This is literally admitting to predatory behavior.
A whole lot of niggas out there, from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death.
Hall matter-of-factly described a hypersexualized environment where no boundaries existed and where famous onlookers treated non-consensual or exploitative acts as entertainment. Even more alarming, Hall's unrepentant story about meeting his son's mother, Gloria Velez. She was 16 years old at the time, dancing as a stripper for 2 Live Cruise Luke, whose shows featured underage performers.
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed the hand, went upstairs and f***ed her. Luke didn't never introduce me to anybody in his life. I love Luke to death.
He just had on.
According to the assumptions, she lied about her correct age, and she had a fake ID because you can't be a stripper, so Hall met her in that place, and he didn't ask for her ID or age when he took her into the room.
You can ask Gloria though. It has nothing to do with me. I don't like talking about no man. We both Adam first.
You know something? I just remembered that Gloria had tattooed Aaron's right above
In black, red, and green.
right above her.
Right above it with a parenthesis with an S.
Right.
Aaron's.
It
So
belongs to.
Look. When I saw her, she was dancing with Luke and them. I didn't know she was a puppy, you know what I mean?
That's right.
She was tall, she was big, blonde hair, bone with the black pant leather. I was like, I'm getting that.
He did what he claims he did the first night, and then he said 3 days later she got a tattoo, and they were locked in. Legal analysts note that while AaronHall's interview isn't a direct legal admission, it perfectly aligns with the lawsuit's allegations of a predatory group mentality where women were seen as disposable. Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, broke his silence on new allegations toward Diddy and AaronHall.
He just, he's capable of doing what Cassie said he did. Cassie said she raped her. You understand? Against her will. She won a lawsuit that he raped her against her will.
Not only that, but both Sean Diddy Combs and AaronHall have reportedly been named in a federal indictment connected to massive human trafficking. The case involves 120 total defendants, with at least 25 confirmed minors allegedly victimized.
They going all in the room together. You understand? They all going in the room together. They go in that room. They having their fun. They doing what they do. So, it don't surprise me.
What's most enraging is how Hall's past was swept under the rug. In the 90s, hip-hop and R&B were dominated by hyper-masculine, misogynistic culture, where abuse allegations were dismissed as drama or haters trying to bring a brother down. Even after his conviction, Hall continued making music, performing, and giving interviews like nothing happened. The industry, including powerful figures like Diddy, never blacklisted him. Instead, they protected him, letting him fade into semi-obscurity rather than holding him accountable. Now, with this new lawsuit, the world is being forced to reckon with who AaronHall really was and who enabled him. Will justice be served? Or will Diddy and Hall dismiss this as another attempt to tarnish their legacies? Share your thoughts below.